Is it saying anything to you guys? Oh, there it is. Okay, so if you don't have a tuner, you can always use your computer or your iPad or whatever. I mean, you can also get
saying anything to you guys?
apps for it, but anyway, yeah. My room looks crazy right now. I think my kids were out here playing guitar last night, so it's like a little. It's good. It doesn't look crazy, I guess. It just looks like well loved. All right, so I got oh, Barb's back in. Good. I want to check in. How did you guys do with playing that song last week, Constant Sorrow? Did you start feeling the like just plucking the melody and then strumming the chords? Did it make like how was the feel? What about plucking down with your finger to get that bright sound? Not so much. Debbie, how did it work?
I need good nails like you, Tina. My nails are really soft.
That's hard, isn't it? You know, and if you throw some nail polish on, that can help. But even then, like I just got them redone and I'm just wearing the polish right off. But before I started all this acrylic nail stuff, I would I just throw on layers of like I pick a polish and just slap it on, right? Clear or whatever, just to protect my nails because my nails are so soft too, right? So that can be, I mean, you kind of pick and choose, like, you know, do you want to work on that or not? And depends, right? Okay, so soft nails, what else did people find out about themselves if they were trying picking down with their fingertips?
I tried both the individual notes and also putting the chords in there.
Yeah.
But I'm still not doing it with any not fluid yet. So it doesn't sound correct to me, but I'm trying to do it accurately versus trying to speed up. So
yeah, good call.
Finding them both together, I think sounds better. It just doesn't sound like the song when I play it.
That's
where I'm
where
doing it too slow.
well, and that can be hard, right? But we'll work through some of that today. And I did up the PDF, but I haven't splatted it up on my website yet. So let me I'm gonna do that right now. I feel like I've been behind the, there we go. I've been behind, I think all week long, you know, when you have that going on and you're like, oh my gosh, nothing's quite moving fast enough. So I'm gonna put it up on my website right now. So it'll say, I am a man of constant sorrow, part 2. Whoops. And I'll drag it to the top of the list. Boom. Okay, it should be up there in a jiffy. So what I did with this version was I added in just some ideas. I didn't put it all the way through the song necessarily, but I wanted to give you some concepts that you could try to add to it when you feel ready. So we'll start off by just running up and down the C scale, playing the song, just the, you know, and you can practice playing just the melody and add in the chords when you want. And we'll go through it a couple of times. There, it should be on my website now. So for folks that are watching online, let me just put my, I think you can. I keep putting the website up there, but I think at this point people know the website, but you know, gotta make sure that you got that info out there. Okay, let's grab our ukes. If they're not tuned up, well, you know, now you know where you can find an online tuner that seems kind of nice. All right, so just the C scale. I'm gonna play it just with my thumb right now, okay? And what I want us to do though is we're gonna add in that 3rd fret, that blue note that we keep hitting in the song, okay? So C scale modified. So it's gonna be O, 2, 3 in the 3rd string. And we'll just do a single pluck of each one, okay? Just nice and chill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open. 2, 3. Okay, now 2nd string. O, 1, 3. O, 1, 3. 1st string. O, 2, 3. Backwards, 3-2-0. 3-1-0 on the second string. 3-2-0 on the third string. I love that sound. It's so cool. All right, let's do it again. And this is going to be your chance to practice with plucking down with your fingernail if you want to. If not, then just play the scale again with your thumb. Okay. Actually, you know what? No, before we do that, let's pluck up with that finger. Index finger plucking up. Let's try that. Okay. Here we go. Just still nice and chill. Here we go. O, 2. Here comes that 3. Second string, O, 1, 3. First string, O, 2, 3. Backwards, 3. Oh, well, let's do, yeah. I don't normally do that top note twice. 3-1-0 in the second string. Third string, 3-2-0. I have to slide to that third fret right now because that's what I want us to practice today. And if I don't do it right now, I feel like I'm just going to go crazy. Okay, second fret. Play that note with whichever finger and just slide up to that third fret. It's so much fun. So pluck on 2, keep that finger down, slide up to your third fret. Yeah, we're going to wind up adding that in there today. And little pull-offs. Remember how I talked about that boxes study I did and how, we'll be adding little bits of that in this week. So if you haven't done that one, I think I keep it up on my website because I find it pretty handy. I think it'd just be under Sunday Ukulele. Let me just take a peek here. I took it off. I better put it back up. In the end, hammering on from O to 2 on your fourth string. And O to 2 on your third string. Just make sure when you hammer down, finger lands on its tip and close to the fret. And you don't have to go fast, but you want to be firm when you put that finger down. If you lose the sound, like that, you probably touch the string and then push down, or you've twitched. You land and you go eek, like that. So make sure you keep that finger down, like whap, down it goes. Okay, so let's review a few of these different techniques. So we're going to do a little bit of slides, a little bit of hammer-ons, and now plucking down with that fingernail. We'll try that. And if you say, well, I don't want to go for that, then practice, like I say, plucking up with your finger, down with your thumb, or practice your hammer-ons and slides while we're doing this, and then we'll see you in a minute. Okay, here we go. O, 2, 3, plucking down. I'm going to turn my hand a little bit. Actually, I'll stand right up so you can watch, okay? Here we go. Here I go. O, 2, 3, next string, O, 1, 3. Here it is with the fake pick. See how I'm holding like that? Okay, first string. O, 2, 3, and right back down to 2, 2, O. Now the next string, 3, 1, O. And now 3, 2, O. Again, I'll demonstrate the fake pick. 3, 2, O. So 2 different ways I do it sometimes, right? Fake pick or I tend to, when I get going, I wanted to do that fast just to see how my hand would really land. Look at where my thumb went. It's supporting my finger at that second knuckle. Isn't that interesting? And now it's just kind of sitting in the middle. Yeah, Yeah, that's sometimes you don't know until you really just play something, try to do it without thinking, and then stop and look at your hand. And it's interesting to see because I'll talk about these positions, but you never know. Sometimes they look a little different in reality. Oh, okay, so let's have just a little run through our hammer-ons. And if you haven't done a hammer-on with me before, we'll just keep it chill. We're going to just go from open, pluck your open string, and then we're going to go down onto the 2nd fret on the 4th string, 2nd fret on the 3rd string. And let's try with our middle finger, hammering on, plucking, however, from open to 3. Yeah, and then same thing on the 1st string, open to 3. Okay, so we'll try that again. Go back to the 4th string, nice and slow. Oh, hammer on to 2. Okay, ready? 3rd string, O2. And it might be hard for you to go slow. You might find it easier to go. And that's okay. Try that too. And then 3rd fret on that 2nd string, and then same thing on the 1st string. When you feel comfortable, oops, take the O to 2 strings and just go back and forth like that. Yeah, right on. You can use 2 fingers as you get going if you want. Might not work out for this song, but it's a nice technique to work on too. And then when you get to the 3rd fret of strings 1 and 2, I'm thinking about the chord shapes we're making too, right? Middle finger works, 3rd finger works, middle and 3rd. It's a good pentatonic scale to play. That's the C pentatonic scale, A minor pentatonic. Label it how you want. Labels, labels. I'm going to call it C major for this song. It's good. It's good to play around with it. I feel like no, it's recorded. It'll be okay. I was going to put some extra notes on about it, but I don't think you really need that right now. Let's get going on that first version of I Am a Man of Constant Sorrow, and then we'll look at the notes that I added for part 2. Alrighty. We'll do that again. There we go. Okay. You guys, there's going to be a typo on the I Am a Man of Constant Sorrow part 2. I'm missing a chord. I just realized it. So that's going to be, well, I'll talk to you guys about it. It's a G minor add 4 that I forgot about because I tend to just strum over top of it, right? And that's, when you see the words on the part 2 song, if you've printed that off already, or if you're looking at it, we will look at it in a little bit, but it's that the G minor add 4 with the words that go the place where I forgot that, the place where I forgot the chord, right there. I've added an intro in the part 2 version, so you can't go with bar 21. Just look for the words, the place where I. It's going to be above the word place. Okay, so I'll remind you guys about that when we get to there. But what I want to do is just play through the melody, and then we'll add in the chords. Okay, so quick review of what we did before. Pluck however you want to pluck. Okay. I'm going to pluck, I think right now, I'm just going to play with my thumb. That's it. Okay, here we go. So I'll count to 4, 1, and then we start playing. 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 3. 3rd fret on that 3rd string. And if you guys want to strum there, go for it, but I'm just going to keep it kind of bare. Now we're under the verse. 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 0, 2, 3, 4, 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3rd line, bar 11. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3. Oh, we're under that C5. 3, 4, end of line 3. Oh, 3, 1, bar 16. 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 0, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, bar 21, 1, 3, oh, oh, 2, 2, 3, 4, 1, oh, 3, 3, under the C5, 2, 3, 4, 1, oh, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1, oh, 3, 3, oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was watching your guys' hands and you were playing that melody. So nice. Now, let's review the chords. Okay, so let's go back up here and check out these little critters. With the G5, I'm going to make that way bigger. I just realized I had it all teeny weeny for you guys. It's good eye test I gave you guys. Hey, good eye examination. G5, remember you can play the G5 shape if you want with that baby finger on fret 5 of the 1st string, or you can play it just as a G chord, right? Don't mangle your hands over this song. Okay, so you got the G5. Let's try playing that G5. Let's just give it a strum. Yeah, right on. And the notes that you're playing in a G5 chord are just the D and G. That's it. It's called the root and the 5th of the chord. That's why it's called a G5. And if you say, well, how come that D is the 5th? If you count up from the note G, G is 1, G, A, B, C, D. D is your 5th. Ergo, a G5 chord. All right, C5. Let's try that. That one's a little easier, right? 2 fingers together. Oh yeah. It looks kind of like the fingering for those hammer-ons from that pentatonic scale. So C5 chord, the notes are C and G. Okay, right on. Fancy pants, F sus2. 3rd and 4th string are open. You've got your 1st finger on the 1st fret, string 2. Yeah, and then 3rd fret on string 1. Oh, sounds so cool. Give it a good strum. Yeah, right on. Okay, G minor, add 4. The fingers just switch places. So now we've got 4th and 3rd string open. I was going to make it bigger, but I won't fiddle. And then 3rd fret on the 2nd string, 1st string open. Oh, sounds so cool, eh? These chords just make me smile. I don't know what it is about them. All right. Let's try adding in those chords now. I'm going to play the melody, and in those rests, I'm just going to color it in. Right? Here we go. 2. Oh, before I forget, remember how I talked about, like, I tend to do a down, down, up strum pattern through this? I'm going to try to stay just with quarter note strums if I can behave myself, but it might wind up being that I do a down there and a down up there, an 8th note strum, just so you know, but I will try. That's my thing. I'll try to be good, but it might not work. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 1, oh, 1, 2. I shift up with my middle finger. 3, down, down, down. 3, 3, oh, 2, 3, 4, 1, oh, 3, 1 to the verse, 3rd fret, and then build that C5. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Hit your notes. 1, 3, oh, back to C5. 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, F sus2. Oh, 1. I'm just going to stop. Make sure you got, because I'm kind of trucking along with this. Yeah, good. F sus2. Give it 3 strums. 2, 3, 4. 3rd line. 2 more strums. 3, 1, 3, 3. Yeah, plant that middle finger if you're making that G5 shape. Middle finger should get planted on that 3rd fret to give you a hand. Okay, I'm going to play that 3, 3 again. 3, 3, strumming G5. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Then I walk my middle finger over to that 3rd fret. Oh, make your C5 now. 2, good. 3, 4, 1. I'm going to have to roll up that screen. Oh, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. There we go. Bar 16. Hit that 3rd fret. Back to C5. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 3. Oh, C5. 2. Right on. 3, 4, 1. Down. Oh. F sus2 coming your way. Yeah, good. 3 strums. Bar 21, 1 more strum. Now you can decide if you want to do that G minor add 4 there, which is the F sus2 fingerings reverse. So that's O on strings 3 and 4. 3rd fret on string 2, 1st fret on string 1. Or just play those 2 strings open. Okay, you decide. Let's move on to the 2nd fret where the word is I, and G5. 3, 4, 1. Oh, 3, 3. Oh, C5. 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, 1, 2. G5 placement. 3, 4. Oh, 3, 3. Oh, C5. 1 more strum. 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to check in with you guys. I saw fingers hopping fast to those chords. That was super duper awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, give your brains a rest. That's really cool work, right? To get that, to go back and forth from the melody to the chords, that's not easy, right? I tried to keep it at a bit of a clip, but not super horrible. Bit of a pressure to see how you guys do, though. There we go. Now, what I did with the part 2 of A Man of Constant Sorrow is extra notes. I put brackets around them, and I kind of go back and forth, and I think, is that easier to read or harder? I still don't know. But I tried to bracket off things that were not melody so that you could see where it might be something that you just want to add in, and the choice is yours. So what I did on the first line, I'm going to play it and then I'll share it with you. Checking in here. Okay, so I lost it on my screen. Oh, found it. Okay, so the rhythm that I do to start off with is going to be building that C5 shape. So I'm going to play Oh, 3, 3, 3, 3 is my first bar, but it's not just that by itself. What I do is, see how I went like that? I made my C chord and then I added in that 3rd fret. So I played C, C5, and then a down, down, up, essentially. But I wrote it down with the frets so you could see my thought process. So I'm going to play the 3 lines and then I'll share them with you so you can see it. I'm going to play the notes and I'm going to keep my C chord anchored the whole time I do that so that I'm ready to strum when I feel like it. So bar 1, I've just got, again, it's all about that second string. Oh, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Bar 2, I do a hammer on. And that becomes part of my strum. So I go, oh, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. It's so much fun. Okay. And then bar 3 is, I didn't write in the hammer-ons, but I totally do hammer-ons. So it's oh, 3, 3, oh, 3, 3. Then what it's going to sound like is, and so it's giving you, you don't have to play all those different rhythms. I wanted to write down different ones for you to play around with and decide what you'd like to make for your own intro to the song. And that's where I usually just strum down with my fingernail. And then one single more strum, and then ba 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 ba, and away you go. All right, now I share the screen. Now that I've done my big intro about that and you've heard what I'm doing, here it is. There we go. Okay. So, oh, you guys are just prepping yourselves up there. Ah, so awesome. Okay, so try this out. Sit there with your third finger on that C chord shape, right? So it's at 3rd fret of the 1st string. While you're doing that, middle finger is going to get all that action on the 2nd string. So just try playing that first bar. I'll play it and then we'll do it together. And I'm just going to pluck it. I'll do it with my thumb. Oh, 3, 3, 3, 3. That's it. Just plucking that 2nd string. Now I want you guys to pluck that 2nd string with me, and I'll try to keep an eye on your hands while you're doing that. Here we go with the plucking. Oh, 3, 3, 3, 3. Now we strum. Just that, still that same bar. So now those notes won't stand out of it as an individual, just be part of the stream of that bar. Now we're going to strum. Oh, 3, 3, 3, 3. And that 3, 3 at the end is going to be my down up. So the strum will be down, 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 up. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. So a C chord to a C5. Down, 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 up. It's a harmony. But if you think, oh, 3, 3, 3, 3. Now, do you have questions about that? Let me know what I can do to clarify that for you. No, you guys got going on. Okay, next bar. Now we got the hammer on one. That's where you're going to hammer on with your middle finger. The melody will sound like this, or the melody, that 2nd string, will be a hammer on, still keeping that C chord shape planted. So ring finger still sits on that 1st string. Hammer on, oh, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So, dee, dee, da, dee, dee, oh, 3, dee, dee, da. Oh, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay. So right there, let's try strumming that, okay? So we'll do, make your C chord, strum it, and then hammer that middle finger down onto the 3rd fret to make a C5. Okay, just feel that. It might not be really loud, that hammer on. You might find you have to hammer down a little harder than you might think with your middle finger, but have good hammering technique, finger on the tip, close to the fret where you land. So then you'll hammer on, down, up, down, down, up, hammer on, down, up, down, down, or do all downs if you want. So just looking at the 2nd bar. Okay. So I'll do the last one, and then let me know which bar you like. And there's also, I mean, varieties are endless, right? So now we're going to do a hammer on from O to 3, strum, hammer on again, strum. So it's just going to be 4 down strums. Hammer on strum, hammer on strum. Good. How's your hammer-ons feeling? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up if you can hear even a whisper of your hammer-on. Whisper? Good enough. Is it kind of loud? Thumbs up for kind of loud? Loudish? Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So I'm going to show you how I hold my hand when I do that. And then we'll come back to the song. Okay, so when I do those hammer-ons, see how I tend to reach with my middle finger? It almost looks like I'm over the fret, but if you get really close, you'll see I'm just like right on that fret, like right behind it, right? I am resting the ukulele right there on my hand to let me get that a little bit more comfortable. When I was playing this song like crazy, my knuckles started to hurt, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Well, wouldn't you know, I had it right on the nut there, and it was just kind of grinding it around the nut. So if your finger starts to hurt, you might have done the same thing that I did. So watch out for that. I can't hold my hand away and look all proper when I do this. I need to cradle it to have that control. I'll bring the screen back up. So you could totally sit there and just strum like that. Like if someone's doing a song that's got a lot of that C chord thing happening in there. So some ideas. But usually what I do when I'm doing this song, like I'll have three bars of some sort of strumming. And then I typically do a single strum down of my C5 chord, and then away I go with the melody. So what I'll do is I'll walk through those 3 bars at the top, do the single down strum, and then away we go. And when you see anything that's bracketed off like that, those are just things that I might add or take away from the chord shape that's indicated. So when I indicate that G5, if you make your G5 shape, like if I go up to the top of the screen there, and I've got my G5 shape, but I see on that bar 2 of line 2, that there's a 0 with a bracket. Well, that just means I'm playing that 3rd string open, and then I'm making the full G5 there. And I might do a little down up there, but I'm just going to try to keep it simple, just to give you guys some ideas. All right, nice and slow through all this stuff. Here we go. So just think, anytime you see an open, that's just a normal C chord, and then you're hammering onto that C5, okay? On that first line, right? Here we go. Oh, 3, 3, 3, 3, hammer on, hammer, down, up, down, down, up, hammer on again. Oh, 3, 3, oh, 3, 3. Okay, how did that feel? Because it kind of like I punched through the 3 bars. It can be a bit much. That's okay, we'll just take our time with it. Okay. Next line, we're going to do a single down strum of our C5. In constant. Okay, G5, we're going to do 3, 3. And now we don't make our whole G chord. We've got that open there. So we're just going to strum that open. So it's like a partial G5. And then add in the 2. Oh, what the heck, eh? You might want to just do a pick of that. Okay. So let's do that. And now we've got the notes through his days, through his next line, O for days. But look at what I put next to that 3. Do you guys remember what that little line means? It's a slide. Just try sliding up to that 3rd fret. So from 2nd fret up to 3rd, that's all I do. Slide from 2 to 3. Boom, boom, next line, oh. So let's get that. Let's get some of those little meaty bits done. We'll ignore some of this for now. But if you just play that O by itself. O, and now hit the 3, sliding up. Slide to 3, play the 3, open. So now if I go back to In Constant Sorrow, I've got my strum. In constant boom, boom. Just normal strum for now. Now that open. Oh, slide to 3rd fret. Those slides to the 3rd fret, if you use it as kind of a bit of a rule for yourself when you have that 3rd fret note on that 3rd string, just slide up to it and it'll give you a nice edgy sound to the song. So I don't think I wrote them in all the time. Okay, all through his days. Let's try R6. So I got all through his days, 3rd string open. Do a strum on that 2nd beat if you want, and then maybe, right, what did I do? Remember those hammer-ons I was talking about at the beginning? O to 2 on that 4th string, and then O to 2, hammer-on the 3rd string. Hammer-on if you can. If not, just play the notes. It's a little fill. So hammer on, and if you can, do a single down strum on your chord as you hammer on. And then a single down strum on your chord here as you hammer on. You can do a C or a C5 because a C5 might make it feel like your fingers are too locked down on the fretboard and you may feel that it's hard to slide with your, or hammer on with your index finger there, but you may be fine. You'll see, everyone's hands are a little different. And then the next part here, 0, 3, 1. You don't necessarily have to strum along over that, but it sure is fun. I just chop away. The slide that I've got here, so again, like I'm just adding stuff just to give you guys ideas. I tend to slide from the 1 up to the 3, but my hand looks crazy. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to that O2 hammer-on thing. Remember, this is just a smattering of different ideas all through there, so you'll find some stuff that works with you, some stuff that doesn't, right? All right, so all through these days, you'll see a lot of this where I'm going up to that fret with my index finger. Hammer on, or like that. I like those sorts of sounds. So you'll see where sometimes my fingering looks a little weird. I do what I have to do in order to get the sound that I want. So even though I'm talking about this, I might be doing all sorts of stuff there. Right? And it sounds really neat, but what am I really doing? Right? What am I really doing? Let's take a look. It just sounds cool. But I horsed around with this for a long time before I kind of settled on the sounds I wanted. But to break it down, the whole time I'm horsing around on this line, what I'm really doing is just doing the hammer-ons, the O to 2 on strings 3 and 4, if I can. And I don't do them every time. Depends on my mood. Always, always depends on my mood. Little hammer-on, then a strum just to rest my brain. And then this part here, that little fill, I just keep my chord down and strum along with that. So that idea, that concept can be really weird. And I want us to just focus on that for a minute, okay? So start off just by making your normal C chord, okay? Just your regular C chord. Okay? So we're gonna strum that here over that rest. And then I've got a little open here. Well, it's the same thing. It's that 3rd string open. So you just strum that C chord again because it's still part of the chord. Keeping that C chord down, I want you to plop a finger onto that 3rd fret of the 3rd string. Probably your middle finger wants to go there. Yep. I'm watching your fingers. You got it. It sounds clashy. We like that clashy sound. Now, take that middle finger off and just put a finger down on the first fret of that second string to add to that C chord. That's a C sus4. Doesn't that sound cool? Okay, and now just play that third fret note. Don't like just add it in to the chord, but don't worry about sliding or anything. Just strum. There's your C5. Okay, go back to the first fret note there and strum it with your C chord. Yeah, you got it. Okay, now see what you can do to cramp up your hand and play that. Shift your index finger up to that third fret. I'll show you what I mean. This is going to look insane, but just go with me. Just do this. I'm going to put my middle finger out of the way, but that's only to show you guys. So I've got my that, and see how I'm shoving my hand up there? Okay, my index finger just is going up there. Whoops. That's hard to do with my middle finger tucked away. Okay, my middle finger's coming out again. Hear that slidey sound? Yeah, Barb, you got it. See that fingering? Yep, yeah, cool. Can you guys hear that sound when you do it? Yeah. It looks weird, but it sounds cool. So if you're comfortable, I mean, not everyone's hand is comfortable doing that, right? Like with being flexible like that, you don't have to do it. Just looking at ideas. I still have the sticker on these glasses. Looks good. Yeah, that's nice. I couldn't see the sticker before I put the glasses on because I couldn't see what I was doing. So I'm going to leave the sticker on for the next time. It looks nice. Somehow fits my personality. All right, so this line here is fraught with peril or opportunities, depending on how you feel about it. Let's move along a little bit. I don't want to like just grind your brains. Bar 9, we're still sitting on that C5, but take a look at what's really going on here. I added in an extra note to the word M. Oops. Let's just play that. 3 to 1, you're probably sliding down with your index finger because you may have slid up back here with your index finger. Okay, so try that. Just go index finger on the 3rd fret and slide back down to the 1st fret. Chances are good you're like me now and you're just playing that with your middle finger because you've got a finger anchored on your C chord shape. So I'm going to slide down with my index finger and I'm going to do that again. Am a man. Try it with me, a little slower. Here we go. Slide. Reach to that 3rd fret. Oh yeah, okay. Do it one more time. Here we go. Slide from 3 to 1. Middle finger on that 3rd fret. And then open. Yes. Then, oh look what, reared its head again. Just the same 2 hammer-ons. That's it. I use them a lot in here. And that's where, again, I would strum and do a little hammer-on. And it might be just a plain old C chord at this point, because maybe I don't feel like having that C5 shape. Remember, these are optional chords. You can still just use a standard. Now, what I'm going to do is back it up to bar 9, and I'm going to play through all of that. Okay, so I'm going to sit on that just the normal C chord, but I'm going to have my pointer finger, sorry, C5, and I'm going to have my pointer finger ready to play that slide. But I'm going to go slow. Play with me or just listen, think about it, you know. Here we go. Here we go. 2 strums. Melody. Hammer-ons. Normal. I'm still going, right on. Strumming on that F sus2 now. But maybe I'll do down ups there, right? Writing in the down up arrows while you're working through this will help you. I don't know if anyone's made notes like that yet, but it will help you a lot to feel confident with what you want to play. Okay. Oh, slidey, slidey. Remember how I was all like, I gotta slide to that 3rd fret note. This is why. All right, so I'm gonna strum my G chord twice, G or G5, and then I'm gonna slide. And because my pointer finger's already on that 2nd fret from making the chord, that's what I'm gonna slide with. So strum, strum. Now I'm gonna slide from 2 to 3. And that's all on that 3rd string, okay? So let's do that. Just do the sliding. So from 2 to 3 on the 3rd string, and then open. And then off you go with your C chord. But let's back it up to bar 15. Let's do that again. So G5 or G chord, 2 strums. Here we go. Strum, strum. Now slide from 2 to 3. Open. Now your C or C5. Those notes in brackets, remember how you can just strum your C chord and add those notes in? Right? Yeah. Optional slide there. Do a 2 to 3 slide. Let's scroll along, see what else. Okay, I'm going to stop there for a minute because it's close to 10:30 and I want you guys to ask me questions or get me to clarify things because really we just have a few minutes left and I've been powering through all these concepts.
Tina, can you put down up arrows on the first line?
On that first line here?
Yeah. Is down up over every 8th note, 8th couplet?
Oh, hang on here. What was it? Control. See, there we go. Over here. Okay, so that's going to be. Oh my gosh. Apparently, no, I can't. I can't do anything. But I'll talk you through it so that you know.
Yeah, I got the first one is down, 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 up.
Yeah, down, 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 up. And then here.
Yeah.
It's down. I'll highlight the downs. Down, down, up, down. Those are the downs. That's another hammer on, so that's a down. The next one is a down up. That one's a down. Oh, there, I feel better now. More competent feeling. There, okay.
Isn't the 2nd bar that the 4th beat a down up?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So every time there's a hammer on, it's just a down.
That's right.
Okay.
Absolutely. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. It's suddenly it's a big fat chunk of homework. But, right? I know, right, Shirley? Like, holy moly, eh? But you don't play all of it, right? You take one thing that you like out of it and add it into your version. You don't have to do it all. And I don't do all this all the time. This was just so you've got a lot of choices. And you add notes to your copy of the first level, add in the notes that you want to, right? Play it the way you want to. Like there might just be one of these bars of hammer-ons and stuff that you like. Play that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I can't get rid of that. Oh, right. There. Okay, I'm going to sit and play through this a little bit and play with me if you want, not whatever. And it might not be exactly as written either. But I will try to make it exactly as written. It's just my, tend to get a little, have fun with this song. All right, here I go. Bar 9. Kind of ruins the flow when I do that, but oh well. Da, 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 scroll. Sometimes I do a hammer on there. 3rd fret, depends on which finger I've used before. So sometimes, and how my hand's feeling. So sometimes I do a hammer on from 1 to 3 there. But I didn't talk about that because that can be a little bit harder. Your fingers feel quite bound up. But I'm gonna, I'll try to not do it. Oh, there we go. No, stuff it's so much fun. Stuff I added at the end was just at that last bar where it's got nothing there. Remember the hammer-ons, the 02, 02, 03, 03 thing? I played them backwards. I went, did my C chord, and then I played 3 to open on my 2nd string. You could do it as a pull-off if you feel comfortable, and then 2 O. And I'm going to show you that. Okay. That's where that boxes thing that I talk about goes on and on. But really, it's just remember, if you want to try something like that at an end, when you do your pull off, don't just lift up, you lose that power. Okay. And you can just do it like you don't have to keep your C chord down at that point. You could just strum like that and not worry about binding up your fingers at all, because that can be very challenging. I did a whole bunch of that at the end, so it's recorded on the live stream and you can watch it and get a feel for it. That sort of ending, oh, I use it a lot in songs because it's just fun to do. Now, I gotta say it again, when you're doing this sort of thing, don't feel overwhelmed by all the stuff I put in there. They're just possibilities. That's all they are. None of this is written in stone. They're just ideas. You take what works for you and make it your song. The way I play, well, it depends on the day, depends on how my hand is feeling, depends on how much sleep I've had, all sorts of stuff, right? In the end, you want to have the melody happening and some chords going back and forth to balance it. So you're essentially playing a duet with yourself. That's the glory of this song, right? Play it however you pluck, with your thumb for the melody, picking up, plucking down, play around, see what you like the sound of. Maybe you don't do a bunch of hammer-ons and pull-offs and stuff with the melody. Maybe you leave that just for that C chord, and you only do that sort of stuff with the C chord. And then when you feel comfortable, you try a slide on the melody, right? You can add little bits at a time, right? Just remember, this is where you're just seasoning the soup at this point. You're deciding what you want to do. That's all. So that's what I have to say about that. That sticker looks good. I like it. I feel like it makes me look really, really edgy. My children would be proud of me.
Hey, Tina,
Yes?
can you add one of those like metal slide tubes like they do in the Appalachian music to this song?
I don't see why not. I feel like this song's just loaded with harmony. I wish I had something like that. Do you?
No, but I could always add on. Another accessory, for the ukulele is always needed.
Always, always, always needed. I feel like it just goes on and on, right? Just start
Maybe
out.
a whole new ukulele.
Have you guys seen that thing at Ukulele where the guy's got the toy piano on it and the kazoo stuck on the head of it? No? Oh. Look it up. Look up ukulele with toy piano and kazoo attached to it. There's lots of possibilities with that, let me tell you. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to stop my live stream now. So we've got everything we need on that.